Welcome to the Daily Jing for Friday, March 25th. Here's the quote of the day from Maya Angelou. In the flush of love's light, we dare be brave, and suddenly we see that love costs all we are and will ever be, yet it is only love which sets us free. Also, the idea is to write. It is so that people hear it and it slides through the brain and goes straight to the heart. Okay, so let's go to the key page. So I looked at your papers, and all of you, all the ones that I looked at, need to narrow your topic. And when you look at my example of the opioid use, okay, look at this table here. I am very specific about where this takes place in southeastern Pennsylvania and who it affects. Young people, 15 to 25. Not people in the United States, people here in this age range, during this time, in this place, Lancaster County. And what? Addiction and death caused by opioids like heroin. And why? Naloxone should be provided more widely to police, fire, and first responders in the county. This is a controversial idea, and that's one of the things that you have to pay attention to here. You cannot write, you cannot create a research question that is merely a report question. You have to come up with a research question that is controversial. Okay? And because, the next paper, the research project, will not be a research report. You cannot just gather information, for this project. You need to argue some kind of controversial point. You need to have a topic that is controversial and that fair-minded people can disagree about. Now, with my opioid example, there are people that really don't like this idea. So in a research project that concentrates on Lancaster County and their approach to this crisis of opioid abuse, I'm going to argue that naloxone is an appropriate kind of treatment for this, and it should be financed. So I'm going to argue for this kind of proposal, this kind of set of practices. So you have to find something specific, somebody who's doing it in some place that is controversial. Okay. Look at 8SRA 2. The 8SRA is if you have posted the paper on time, which was due last Monday. Okay. So look at your papers and make sure that you have a specific research question and that your research question is controversial, that fair-minded people can disagree with whatever you are going to research about. That you're proposing something that other people are going to argue with you about. Okay, so that's the basis of this assignment. Um, Look at the assignment paper again. I've I've made it clear that there are two parts to this. One is the 3PA paper, which was due Monday, and the research journal, which you've been working on all this time, which I will review too with the 3PA paper. But the research journal, there will be further assignments for that as we move into writing the paper itself. Okay? But the 3PA paper, the final draft of that, is due on Monday by 6 a.m. So the question of the day is, when is the final draft of the 3PA paper due? It's due by Monday at 6 a.m. But look at my comments on your paper and do a little bit more research so you can find out the controversy behind whatever your topic is, and find out who's dealing with it, and center it in some particular place in time. Because most of your topics you could write books about. Libraries are filled with books about those kinds of general topics, like human trafficking. Human trafficking where? To whom? And who's doing something about it? And what's the controversy about what's happening with this? You need to do some basic on the ground kind of research here. All right? Okay, thanks. Bye.